Hello everybody, welcome back to Farming Simulator 22. It's been a while since I've recorded anything. I've had a change of job, which the hours when I first started didn't really give me much time to do anything other than work, but now on to winter hours I should hopefully have a bit more time. And we also got a new pup, Springer Spaniel pup, and as you can imagine, trying to record with that running around in the background kinda wouldn't work. So anyway, welcome to Thornton's Farm 22, updated by Steve's Mods. Now I have done a few edits to the map. I have added in the realism animal grazing through the editing in Giants editor, following Disturbed Simulations guide. So as you can see, there's a distinct line there in the grass, so this area it all comes under the grazing. So as you can see, they have 30,000 litres of food, which I haven't put anything in. This is them grazing. We have 10 Holstein cows. Now we are also playing with Maize Plus, which is a big learning curve. I kinda have a rough idea what I'm doing. I do have the PDF printed off in front of me to refer back to. So we will have a higher output of milk, slurry, manure, but also they eat a lot more food. As you can see, I haven't got any straw in here at the moment. I think with the animal feed add-on for Maize Plus, it's about 10 times the amount of food that they eat, so 10 cows will eat roughly about 100 cows worth out of the base game, if I got that right. I also have the pumps and hoses mod installed, which we shall be using, hence why we have the Garant silage store. I have a root crop storage shed. As you can see, I've got rid of the pigs enclosure that was around the back here, and we also have the Maize Plus Duca fill point for some of the ingredients that we won't have. We also have the molasses tank, and then as it comes to machinery, I've got a plough, roller, cultivator over there, the animal transport, a bedder, feed cart, water tanker, Stewart trailer, the Brogan bale trailer, and as you'll see, we've kind of gone all class machinery, which is what Stevie had kind of started off with, although I've swapped out most of it. So we have the tow behind Jaguar, the grass pickup and the corn pickup, tedder, brake, header. We also have a muck spreader. Now that's part of the pumps and hoses pack, so we have the compressor and the pump and everything on that. Park that next to the Garant and will work away for us. Then we have the Maize Plus subsoiler and mulcher. Now the subsoiler gets rid of the need to plough without actually having to plough. So then we have a big class Axion 870, which is what you start off with from Stevie, although it's the low model and I've upgraded the engine to the biggest model. We have the class Rollant Unirap with the net add-on, so net and twine add-on, so we have the net there, the class Dominator, We have some chrome easy cut butterfly mowers. Now the pumps and hoses pack. And we shall nip over the other side of the road to the other yard. I have my honey spawn point, Land Rover Defender, auto loading trailer, quite a few beehives around the back. I haven't really used this shed, there's nothing in here because there is a collision right in the middle of the shed here. I have no idea what it is and I couldn't actually find it in Giant's Editor. We also have our loader tractor, which is a Class Aryan 660. There is a workshop and water tank there, although I do have a small workshop there as well. I also have a Lemken seeder, the Kubota sprayer with the spot spraying, Kubota fertilizer spreader, lime spreader, and a weeder. And then we have a few bags of seed, a few bags of earth, and some IDCs of herbicide. So we kind of got most things need to start. As you can see, there's lots of collectibles dotted about all over random places. We'll pick them up as we go. We also, if we go into the map, you shall see that we own field 9, 8, 10, 11, 15, 16, 17 and the sheep pasture. Now I have the crop rotation planner. I haven't used it yet, so that'll be another thing to learn. Course play installed. Don't have auto drive because there was an issue with pumps and hoses and I haven't seen whether it's been used. I also have the stock check, so time saving stock check tell us when our best month is to sell at the max value, etc. of whatever we have. So as you can see, there's diesel and molasses there, although there's no sell point for either and don't plan on selling either. As I said, as you can see, we have 10 Holsteins and 10 Black Welsh Mountain sheep. I said that's the grazing, let's put that. I haven't put anything in, I need to go and give them water. And I'm also playing with start in spring. As you can see, we start in March instead of August, and if we jump to, where's the close? We'll nip up to field 8, you'll see that it's a barren field ready for work. So by me, weeds are growing, needs everything. It's had sugar beets or potatoes done in the last pass. I don't know why I said potatoes, I'll get slagged for that. Should I say tatties? So we shall nip down and get the water tanker and we'll take a quick nip over to the sheep. I don't have a telehandler or a wheel loader of any description at the present moment. That'll be something we'll be looking to add, certainly. Telehandler for working around the yard would be a lot easier than a loader tractor, and ideally a wheel loader is the way to go for doing some silage work, as we will be needing to do grass or maize silage plus whole crop silage for maize plus. This should be water fill, although it's rather expensive for water. I do have the free water pack installed. I could always replace the water tank, but well, I could always go to the river as well. it's water, I do always have Easy Dev installed. I could just fill it up from there. So the only other change I made to the yard is the shed that the muck spreader etc. is in. Was a slightly different shed and set at a different angle, and just felt that the other one that was much easier to use. I also have the standalone relight mod installed, so it should make mornings and evenings a good bit more atmospheric. As you can see, I got several beehives there from the better bees to give us quite a lot of honey. I played this map a lot on FS19, so looking forward to giving it a proper go on 22. I've had a few plays about. I had to also play about with Purbeck Valley and other bits and pieces. So as you can see, this is a sheep pasture, so it's quite big. There's a lot of grass in here. Should keep them well fed during the spring, summer, early autumn, which will give us plenty of time to do grass work, as we will need lots of grass for them. So I'll give them some water. Not sure how much they'll take, but one load will do for now. What did that do? Probably not very much. About half. That'll keep them going. I can easily fill it up later off camera. Now I've also got Disturbed UK Growth Geo edited into the XML, so we can do plant wheat, barley, etc. in the spring, as opposed to just in the autumn. So I think that's pretty much all the different edits and things that I have done. I'll nip back up to the yard. I haven't had a full run around the map since it was released. I've kinda been playing about with a bit of Maize Plus, getting the animal grazing sorted, and pumps and hoses. All coming out at the same time, so trying to figure it all out wasn't overly easy. I'll drop this off in this yard where the water tank is. And I think we shall get this tractor straight on to getting some grass cut, because we are going to need to get some silage into sorting out this camera collisions. So I'm just hoping this tractor has enough power to run these. I haven't actually used these yet in FS 22. They were very power heavy and actually heavy in FS 19, so kind of expect them to be the same here. Now if I open the F1 menu, you will see it says there without conditioner or with conditioner. Now that's with Maize Plus, so we want it with the conditioner. So we also need to do that for the front moors as well. We also want to put this into a swath. And we want that one into a swath as well. Do I need to unfold that to make that into a swath? I think I do. There we go. Now we can fold it up again. Right, which field are we going to go to? I think we will go start in '17, I think. Yep, it's our biggest grass field, and then we have 10 and 15. Although we will need more grass than that. Also set up the other class with the lime spreader and start getting the pH levels up on the fields before we get some crops in the ground. So I'll quickly jump off camera and do all that, and I'll be back with you, get this all set up, and I'll be back with you shortly. So this is back. We have, as you can see, set up course play on field 17. It's the first time I have tried it where there's been obstacles in the field with the telegraph poles running through, so we shall see how it gets on. Quite a big overlap on the end, and the class seems to be running the chrome moors without any issues. So we shall jump over to the RN. Now I have the store delivery mod installed, so we've had some bags of lime delivered. We shall get these filled up. Now again, as my usual playstyle, try and play as realistic as possible, but as we all know with FS, at times you need to use super strength, at times you need to give things a little helping hand. So as you can see, we have the extra large Kubota spreader. It holds about 10,000, and we've got about 8,000 here. So we shall bring to field 8. And see what our levels are like. So not great, but could be worse. So what I think I'll do here is jump into a quick time lapse, and I shall see you all again shortly.
This town for a day, get behind the wheel.
So we're just back, just as the helper Sarah is just finishing off the last bit of field 17. Doesn't seem to have had any issues on course play on missing any of the telegraph poles. Maybe take it a bit wide in places, but yeah, it seems to have worked not too bad. But as usual, I forgot to change the settings in course play on the actual tractor so that it raises the tools late and lowers them early, and then you don't get so many missed bits at the end. So we shall back up to the yard. Now I think we shall put this grass into one of the clamps. Silage pit, as is known where I'm coming from. Clamps, as I seem to hear most people call them on Discord and YouTube. So at the moment play, I have it set at real time 1 times, but I'll try and play around about 5 times most of the time. It's on 3-day season, so when we move into April it will be 3 days instead of just the 1. 3 days is apparently the best for using Maize Plus. So we got field 8 done with the lime. Used a bit more than I thought it was going to. I may look at getting a lime silo on the farm. Make things easier instead of constantly buying big bags. Drop off the mowers. And we'll go and get the Stuart grain trailer and put the silage sides on it. Ready for getting that collected up. I may look at leasing a wheel loader for doing the pushing up and compacting in the clamp. I'll just use this one as it's here. So we want to customize, we want silage body. Cost £8,000, but from now on to put it on and off will be free. Attach the trailer. This is where follow me comes in handy. Have that ready for the next episode, as I've kind of waffled on a bit at the beginning of this. I don't want to make the videos too long. Before the next episode I'll nip and get go and buy some straw bales to get some straw in with the cattle so we can start getting some manure. I'll collect up some of these collectibles around the yard. I think they're a bit cluttered. As you can see, I've got the placeable manure heap here. I think it holds 4 million, I think. It's the one that was made to go with Attenham Park. That was the inbuilt slurry tank, and I can always, if need be, add an extension to it, but I don't think we should have that problem. So on that note, I think we shall call this episode a day. And I shall see you all next time. So please, if you've enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. I hope to see you all again on Thornton's Farms and Farming Simulator 22.